Heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Captain Anderson should be the one in charge. It's like I'm stealing the ship from him.
Yeah, the captain got screwed. But it's not like you could have stopped it. Nobody's blaming you. Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
This is Commander Shepard speaking.
We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy.
This began with an attack on a human settlement in the Traverse.
But we know Saren won't stop there. His Geth armies aren't going to stay on the far fringes of Citadel space.
For too long, our species has stood apart from the others.
Now it's time for us to step up and do our part for the rest of the galaxy. Time to show them what humans are made of.
Wherever Saren goes, we'll follow.
Wherever he searches for the conduit, we'll be there. We will hunt him to the very ends of the galaxy and bring him down.
Humanity needs to do this.
Not just for our own sake, but for the sake of every other species in Citadel space. Saren must be stopped. And I promise you all, we will stop him.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
The captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Yes,
Oh
sir.
yeah. Can't fail, huh?
Commander, something you need?
Status
How's the
support?
Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
Brag.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet.
God
Top of my
damn,
class
that
in
ego
flight
on
school,
him,
I
man.
earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
What disease?
What are you talking about? Are you sick?
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic, but I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
Okay.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
You're dodging the question.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Were you unhappy?
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy. Even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
I need to know more about this Vrolik syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure. They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures, hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
So how do you do your job?
You're not
then?
gonna break a bone trying to fly the ship, are you?
I don't fly with my feet, Commander, so I'm fine as long as I'm in this chair. I gotta be real careful when I get up to take a piss, though. I can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually. So don't worry about it.
I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable. Let's talk about something else.
Whatever you want, Commander.
How'd you end up joining the Alliance?
Look, if you're looking for an inspirational tale of the crippled kid overcoming impossible odds, you're gonna be disappointed. My mother was a civilian contractor working for the Alliance. I basically grew up on the Arcturus station back when they were building up the fleets. Spend all that time around Alliance ships, there's a good chance you'll end up going to the Academy.
Okay.
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
Alright, see ya. Okay. More people to talk to. Navigator Presley. No. Don't want to talk to me. Okay. Fine. Yeah, we should go to the guy down there. See what he has to offer.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
Kaiden Alenko.
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an tends to keep to
Oh, no,
himself.
we
though.
already talked that
Maybe
one.
because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school.
Yeah, he likes joking
Earth always
around.
seemed boring to me. Too safe. Too secure.
That's why it is a
I
fitting
figured the
name for him.
colonies were teeming with exotic
He's a bitter
adventure.
person.
I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back, but there's
Okay,
something
we already
special
done that
about
one.
working on soldiers.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Nothing new. Nothing to get in. Let's make sure we our heal. Hey, Kaden.
Anything you need, Commander?
Technical appraisal? Oh, looking for personal input.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
Technical appraisal?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to Eden Prime sooner. And we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Oh, they didn't want to talk at all. Personal manual. Okay. Paper pod. Yep. Yep, let's go to the docking bay and see what our little vendor here. We got new stuff. Bum bum bum.
Looking for supplies?
New items.
How often will you get new items?
And check back often. I need to move items quickly, so only the most basic items will be stocked.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
There's nothing new there. Okay, so let's see. Hmm. 320K. Bit away from that price. Almost. That one would be nice. That we don't have though. Probably could get enough. Garrus.
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with a Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
Being a Spectre does have its advantages.
Exactly my point. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
Sounds good to me.
As long as you do your job well, you're free to go about your business as you see fit.
Thank you, Commander.
Hello, Jay. Hello, Ashley.
Commander?
How are we doing?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander. No offense.
I'm
I
doing good,
appreciate
thank
the
you. How are you
rescue. I
doing?
just wish...
You wish we'd been able to save the rest of your unit.
Yes, sir. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
Oh, don't blame yourself.
The Geth are perfect ambushers. They don't move, they don't make noise, they don't even breathe.
Sir, they have flashlight heads. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Can we
Do
talk?
you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duties squared away. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
Oh, yeah?
Dismissed, Chief.
Sir.
Hey, Rex.
Nice ship you've got, Shepard. What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
That's a
You
shame.
Krogan live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
Big
They
deal.
tried the same with us, but we fought them off.
It's not the same.
Yeah, Mass Effect is treating me okay, but killing my associates every time. Because I'm playing on the hardest difficulty. So they tend to die a lot. I haven't yet, but it isn't.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I see your point.
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
I won't.
Sorry, Rex. I wasn't trying to get you upset.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Okay.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected, every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
What?
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist?
True.
Ask a Krogan. Would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Okay, I wonder if any of them is down here now.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian, Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
Is she bothering you?
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for Tally, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Stealth
Fill
system?
me in on the IES stealth systems. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
So we are invisible.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
So FTL gives us away.
Why doesn't it work with faster than light travel?
Cranking up the FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
Okay. Normandy.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on, probably the fastest vessel ever designed. And she's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
Drive core?
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Okay. Personal
Where else
question.
have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
Okay.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye.
Let's see what Tally has to say.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
Ship special.
The Normandy's a prototype. Cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
You're into ships, huh?
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
That's like 300 years ago.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Okay. Koreans?
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
Like what?
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births, though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
The Conclave?
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
You're democratic then.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials.
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
Okay. The Geth.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Okay.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
Isn't that illegal?
How come the council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
Neural network?
So, the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in the group, the smarter they are.
Like a hive mind.
So there's some sort of group consciousness?
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
I don't get it.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm probably oversimplifying. The Geth are incredibly advanced and complex creations. All you need to know is that they get smarter when they gather in large numbers. As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
Why?
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long. The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves.
This was a lot of talking.
It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their
situation. A lot of
situation.
information.
We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
What did you expect?
You didn't really think they'd just let you destroy them without a fight, did you?
The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands.
Sure.
In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the veil. Now we drift through space, exiled.
Also one way to know a background story about all of these. So they defended themselves, huh?
It's hard to feel sorry for you. Your ancestors tried to wipe out another species.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place. But we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them. If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
Not everyone.
They didn't kill Saren.
What does that tell you? The Geth are not innocent victims in all this. They're the enemy. They want to destroy us. Not just the Quarians. All organic life. That's why they've joined up with Saren. And that's why we have to stop him.
Okay, so pilgrimage.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Do they always accept?
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
Sounds dangerous.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
Okay.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I should go.
See you later.
Okay, well, thanks, Pete. Damn, that was a lot of information. I talked to everybody now. Okay, let's go up. Travel. Okay. Give me the map. Right click to zoom out, left click to zoom in, select the destination, and scan all land on the planet. Zoom out. Okay. That's where she is. Check out that one. Time for Normandy to fly. Boom. Okay. I don't know. Oh. I just think I should go and get her before we do anything else. Check out Sparta. Exactly which one we are supposed to go to. Hiding now? Survey. Scan someone to take a small deposit of tuna. Survey. Scan someone to take a large concentration of hydrogen. Altayan!
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
Okay. Graphene data discs were covered. While scanning the asteroid field in the Sparta system, you found signs of habitation. A recon team was sent to investigate one of the larger asteroids. The rock had a small functioning biodome, but no sign of anyone still living there. There was, however, a data console with an intact Prothean data disk instead. Nothing hiding in this one. Up anything. Have to check which planet we are supposed to land on. Draw uncharted walls of the cluster. It doesn't tell us which one it is then. Okay. Well, let's go down. Let's have a look. Which one shall we have? I'm missing one. Oh yeah, it's her we're gonna find it. Yes. Let's bring her and let's bring There's. Avenue, that's. He has biotic tech. Going to take 2. Let's go with these 2. Nice. Let's go with that. See how it goes. Oh yeah, oh my god, oh yeah. Hopefully the changes I did to the vehicle is working. let's do a save. Yes. Over there. We are here. We have something there. Something. Hopefully debris truck. There we go. The vehicle isn't totally useless. Bouncing everywhere. Glad that worked. There's something over there. That's not on the map though. Looked like there was something over there. Oh my god, that turn. Oh my god. Hold on. Yay! Okay. Zoom out, please. Let's check out the debris. And let's do a quick save. Have to keep an eye out for.
Moving out.
Oh, come on. And the wrong people with me. Oh, wait. Don't I have one that has electronics? What the heck? Can that work? Do I have to have it?
Ready whenever you are.
Can she use it? That's weird. 100 damage, 400. Get hacking. Probably get that one. Let's see, and he should get some fitness. Get him some immunity. Some more throw in him. Get some sniper. Get that one soon. What's this one? Master. Let's suck. Okay. See something over there. Go for it.
Cover me.
Okay, looks like I'm I can't do anything with this vehicle then. Okay. Can't do anything with it. For some reason. Whee! Whoa! Okay. It looks like Lions Marine. Shit. Okay. Oh, what the? God damn it, what the heck, man? Insta kill me. Damn tracking. I was driving too though to get away. Gives me one freaking hit, man. If I get hit once, I'm dead. What do I need to hit on it to do damage on it though? Like the tongue. How did... Okay. That reached further than I thought it would hit. It seems to be the thing, it's just go back and forth. Oh shit. Oh, that was a stupid. Didn't think it was gonna stop. Oh my god. That was a stupid thing to do. That's what I get for when he starts repairing it, he gets stuck in one position. I can't move.
Resistance soldiers. Looks like they were lured here by the distress beacon.
Looks like these men were under Admiral Kahoku's command. He'd want to know what happened here.
Okay. Do something. Come on, I want to enter echo that. Okay, that was that. More minerals. Oh crap, okay. We found Captain Milon's identification tag. How it ended up here is impossible to know for sure. Let's just have a little quick look and see if there's any mining. I think so. Well, it could be, but freaking driving through this whole place and look it. Oh! Why did I do that? A dumb idea to do the boosting there. So how do we call for pickup? No? You didn't give me any. N. Okay. That one means we're done here. let's go to next one. Holy shit, that is some bright light, man. Okay, let's start at Ultra 1. Survey, seems over here to take a lot of concentrations on Xenon. Let's see if there's anything hiding in this rain. Survey, light metal surveyed. Okay. Right away. Matrix writings recovered. You were scanning a planet in Portland when a strange signal came from orbit. Navigator Presley determined the signal was from an ancient beacon. The salvage team brought the beacon aboard and found one of Matrix Deliniga's writing in its storage compartment. Chargiela. Warning, level 1 pressure hazard. Go with the same game. Touchdown. Oh. Okay. I'm just curious to know what a level 1 hazard does then. Keep an eye out for materials. Matrix writing is recovered. It's not clear who lived here, but it appears to have been abandoned for some time. The container in the tent held, among other things, one of the Matrix Deliniga's writings. What's in? Okay. Let's just double check on that. There's something we can do about it. Wait, this needs to be metal over here. Oh, come on. Okay. Doom, doom, doom. I was gonna say electronics too low again or what? Oh, what the heck?
Cover me.
Nice. Recall and a grenade upgrade, a weapon upgrade. Oops, wrong. Stability. And there was something grenades. Oh. I like the one that we have there. Okay, let's see what the stronghold is all about then. Nice. This might be interesting combat for me. Let's see here. Straight down. Down we go. Okay. Let's see what's in here. Go in. Oh boy. A lot of enemies. Okay, you two.
On my way. Take cover.
Go, go, go!
You must die. I will destroy you.
Enemies everywhere!
I'm on.
I've lost shield.
What the heck was that?
You must die.
They're using
I'll kill you.
I've lost shields.
how the heck did I miss?
Take him down. 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 I'll kill you.
Oh, God damn it! This is gonna take forever with this. Ouch!
I'm on it.
What the heck is she? I didn't see her go down. Ah, you put so stupid. Oh, useless.
I'm on it.
I've lost shields.
Locked.
I've lost shields.
He's just regaining health though. There's one down.
I've lost shields.
2 shots and already overheating now.
Shields!
What the heck? It's like doing nothing to him now. Oh, what the heck? Let's see if we can do this. Do the same. Oh, and they got the same stupid abilities. That's gonna be a pain in the ass to do. Since they can go immune. Gonna happen in this fight. They are too strong. I'm too weak for this.
You must die! I'll kill you! I'm on!
Yeah, see, they just... That's not gonna work out when my companions just die instantly, way too quick. I don't know if I can do it differently. Put them there. The only thing I want them to do is to weaken them. Don't really want them to fight. Too much.
Go, go, go! Go, go, go! Watch out!
I will destroy you!
If we can,
You must die! Take him down.
Enemy is everywhere!
that's one down. Going to.
Go, go, go!
Oh, they got one of those.
Lost shields!
Let's see. Sniper. See anything?
I've lost shields!
It uses stupid invulnerability crap. This is not gonna work out for this. Trying to lure them out here, but they don't want to move towards me. We do it like this. Let's see. Have it. Use his stupid ability. Oh. Oh, come on! Was still over. Oh, stupid overheating crap, man. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this part yet. This one is way too. Too weak for that one. Weak, man! I almost got one of the pirates out, but then there's like more of them in there. That's not gonna work. I'm gonna have to come back to this one. But that's not where she is at though. So that means, but that might be where those pirates are that we're supposed to. It's either this one or the next one where she is at. Oh damn it. Cancel Planet Pharaohs revealed an abandoned base on its moon. The recon team found nothing of interest, but much of the debris was marked with the magma colony insignia. Okay. Scanning this gas energy to detect a large concentrate of helium-3. Nothing there. Nothing in this bucket. Yes. Survey. But there's a large amount of free oxygen. Okay. Salamis. Salami. Okay. Here. This gas giant have to take a large concentration of nitrogen. Okay. Don't see anything. Survey! Medallion recovered. Scans of the astral field in the Knossos system revealed some strange readings. Upon closer inspection, Navigator Presley discovered the remains of an abandoned Valerian fighter. The only thing of interest on board was a League of One medallion. There. Surveys and so research and field revealed several deposits of platinum. Okay. Wonder if it could have been that planet though.